Hey everyone, how's it going? Got another movie reaction for you, and this week I decided to mix it up and to check out a comedy this time. I did some research and tried to find a classic comedy movie that I've never seen, and apparently there's a lot of them that I haven't checked out yet, but one that stood out just from the title was Blazing Saddles. I know I've heard of that title when people talk about classic comedy movies. It looks like the two actors in the movie are Cleavon Little and Gene Wilder, the two main actors, and I haven't heard of the first actor. I'm not sure what else he's been in, but I have heard of Gene Wilder. For me, I know him from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and that may be the only Gene Wilder movie I've ever actually seen from what I can remember, but he was really funny and interesting in that movie, so I'm sure he will be in this movie as well. So I can't wait to check it out. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this movie, as well as the full-length reaction to other movies and TV shows that I react to, you can check out my Patreon. The link will be in the description. If not, just keep checking back here every week for the sort of highlight reel versions here on YouTube. Can't wait to check out this movie, so here we go. This is like a classic Warner Brothers logo. A Mel Brooks film. His whip sounds. It's a little excessive whip sounds, but I think that's the point. Oh, it's like the camera going down the tracks. That's kind of cool.
You'd think it was 120 degrees. Can't be more than 114.
Good one, you jerk.
I don't hear no singing. When you a slave, you sang like birds. Come on, how about a good old work song?
What? Yikes.
I get a belt out of you.
Hold it, what the hell is that shit?
That's pretty talented if you ask me.
The Camptown ladies sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah.
Look at some of these guys dancing. That one guy in like the white jackets cracking me up.
Not to jump around like a bunch of Kansas City.
Oh, that's a few words already that I'm like, what? Was that common back then? Or was this just like a really risky comedy back then? They're saving that thing?
Send a wire to the main office and tell them that I said, ow!
Send wire, main office. Tell them I said, ow. Gotcha.
The rightful owners. There must be some way of scaring them off, driving them out, getting rid of every human being alive. Oh, it's down the hall and to the left.
No. With a shovel. I'd sure appreciate it, sir, if you could find it in your heart to hang him up by his neck until he was dead.
Boris!
Oh.
Are there two ropes? One for the horse and one for the guy?
Well, that's the end of this suit.
Oh, have you ever seen such cruelty? Oh.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. This has just been like a church song this whole time that they've all been singing. I like that that's the last line of the song.
Governor.
Does
he just have GOV on his back?
Yes. What the hell is it?
Is he blind?
What'll it cost, man? What'll it cost?
A box of these.
Are you crazy? They'll never go for it. And then again, they might. Try one.
Please do, sir.
Thank you. Effective.
Right as usual, sir.
He's like, give me that.
It's Headley Lamar.
The hell are you worried about? This is 8.
Is he not wearing pants? Of course not. What was that?
Sheriff Murray, innocent women and children blown to bits. And we must do something about this immediately. Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Governor, harumph.
Harumph?
You watch your ass.
This guy's like a cartoon character come to life.
If I could find a sheriff who so offends the citizens of Rockbridge that his very appearance would drive them out of town, where would I find such a man? Why am I asking you?
I was like, is he staring at the camera? I guess he was.
And to get for you a nomination for, dare I say,
Dare.
the presidency.
Dare.
Hail to the chief!
There's so much physical humor in this, and it just gets a laugh out of me every time someone hits their head. It shouldn't, but it does. Gucci. This like band and this scene kind of reminds me of like Family Guy. Is Family Guy inspired by this or something? I don't know.
The sheriff will be here at noon.
My guess is they have no idea who the who the sheriff is or anything about him. It's like a record scratch moment.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Oh my gosh.
Hold it. The next man makes a move that gets it.
She's like, what?
Shut up.
You are so talented. They are so dumb. Are we awake?
We're not sure. Are we black?
Yes, we are.
Then we're awake. But we're very puzzled.
But we're very puzzled.
I don't know if you ever heard of me before, but I used to be called the Waco Kid.
The Waco Kid.
The Waco
He had
Kid.
the fastest hands in the West.
The fastest hands in the West.
Well, maybe a couple of years ago I could have shown you something, but today, look at that.
Steady as a rock.
Yeah, but I shoot with this hand.
Classic fake out.
When you hear the word go, you just try to grab it. Ready?
Ready.
Go.
What?
You looking for this?
Whoa. It's like the Flash or something.
Why don't we give him to Mongo? Mongo?
They have him on a chain. I'm hoping the Waco Kid gets his groove back. We get like a cool shootout or something. Ooh,
I'm glad those fingers ain't loaded.
those reflexes.
Woo. Just like old times.
It's like, don't test me.
You gotta remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. The common clay of the New West. You know. Morons.
Candy bear for Mongo.
This is kind of like cartoon humor. I feel like he's like Bugs Bunny or something right now, like dressing up and pretending.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. I guess my instincts were right.
Wake up time.
Just broke himself out.
Why would Headley Lamar care about where the choo-choo goes?
Don't know. Mongo only pawn in game of life.
Very deep.
1, 2,
Oh, and his hands are like just back.
I want you to round up every vicious criminal and gunslinger in the West. Take this down. I want rustlers, cutthroats, murderers, bounty hunters, halfwits, dimwits.
This is quite the list.
Con men, Indian agents.
The guy still hasn't found his little notepad.
And Methodists.
Could you repeat that, sir?
Just give me 24 hours to come up with a brilliant idea to save our town. You do it for Randolph Scott.
What? What was that? What the heck? Is that a pilot? It's like a motorcycle gang, but it's just like the handlebars. Okay, now it's just like, what do they do?
There's our ticket.
Oh no. The classic, like, knock them out and take their disguises.
Hey, where are the white women at?
What the heck?
Why, Rat, how many times have I told you to wash up after a weekly cross burning? See, it's coming off.
We'll head him off at the pass!
Head them off at the pass. I hate that cliche.
I'll head them off at the pass.
I get it. And tomorrow, when Hedley Lamar and his men come riding in to destroy the real Rock Ridge, they'll actually be destroying the fake Rock Ridge. But they'll think that it's the real Rock Ridge, but we'll know that it's the fake Rock Ridge.
How are we gonna do it? We ain't got time and we ain't got
Thanks for explaining that. It's just a bunch of facades. This is a pretty unique and interesting plan. Let's see how it turns out.
It's a fake! We've been suckered in!
Dang, that's a pretty far shot. Wait, what? But how do we end up on like a studio set? We have like this movie interfering with their movie. What is happening?
How many days you have left, Joey?
They lose me right after the bunker scene.
They lose me after the bunker scene. And now that, yeah, they're on Warner Brothers Pictures. Okay. Blazing Saddles.
One, please.
He's going to see the movie that he's in? That this, what is happening?
You shot the bad guy. Well, what do you want to do now?
Come on, let's check out the end of the flick.
Yeah. Gee, I sure hope there's a happy end.
Is it going to be them watching the movie in the movie?
Sheriff, you can't go.
Oh, here we go.
We need you. Here it's done.
What the heck?
Need it elsewhere now.
That was kind of a mind trip.
Need it wherever.
Where are you headed?
He still has popcorn. As they ride off. In a car? Because of course, like why not at this point? Very nice. Oh man. All right, so that was Blazing Saddles, a really good movie. Towards the end there, it got really crazy. I was not expecting that. What I thought of the movie at first when I was watching it was kind of like pushing the boundaries for a comedy, at least what I'm used to seeing in a comedy. Just like some of the words that they were using just kind of surprised me and really stood out. But maybe even back then it was also pushing the boundaries for a comedy. For a lot of it, it was kind of like broad humor, I think it's called. You know, a lot of physical humor, very cartoon-like humor. I mentioned that it kind of reminded me of like cartoon humor and kind of like Bugs Bunny or something, which kind of makes sense because it's a WB movie and those are like WB cartoons, right? And then even like with the music at a certain point, it's like, okay, so they are directly referencing that that kind of like cartoon humor. So it was like really over the top humor, but it wasn't like too cheesy. It was still funny. By the end, yeah, it was just like really over the top and like breaking the fourth wall a little bit, or I should say it broke the fourth wall a lot. During the movie, there was a few times when like people would look at the camera, but I didn't expect it to just go full on like meta or fourth wall breaking. Well, they literally broke through a wall though there at the end into that one movie production. So yeah, it was just really crazy and just went totally over the top, which is fine because, you know, it was a comedy, so we can get away with that. Really good performances. The main guy who I didn't know of was really funny as the lead, essentially. Gene Wilder was really funny as kind of like the sidekick. I was hoping he'd have a cool moment when he'd like shoot again or whatever, since he was kind of now like a drunk. And then the scene that it finally showed where he like shot the guns out of the guy's hands was pretty cool. Yeah, overall I can tell why that's like a classic comedy movie. It was just really funny. The two main characters and even a lot of the side characters, who are mostly all bad guys, actually pretty much everyone except them two were like pretty awful, but a lot of them were like just so cartoonish and over the top that it was funny. And my guess is that now anytime someone sees it, it probably comes across as like a pretty offensive movie. I'm just wondering if like at the time that it came out, if it was also seen that way or not. But yeah, really good. I want to see some more Gene Wilder movies, some more movies from the main character, because I just didn't really know who he was, or I wasn't familiar with him. Some more Mel Brooks movies it has me interested in. So yeah, I'm glad I checked it out. Really funny movie. Let me know what you guys think of it down below in the comment section. Like I mentioned, if you want to see the full uncut reaction, head over to my Patreon. You can see other things that I react to over there as well. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time.